Hello and welcome to the coverage of the Fistful of Dice Store Championships. This is round 3, game 1. This is taking place in early February 2016. Cards legal up to Calagoda. David on the left playing his Noise, who we've seen for the last 2 rounds. So on the right here is a new player to the top tables. This is Simon Johnston playing Industrial Genomics. Now it is worth mentioning this video a little out of date possibly. This is before Bioethics Lock made Industrial Genomics everyone's least favourite deck. And at the time, Industrial Genomics really not seeing a lot of play. A few people tinkering with it online possibly, but not something you expect in CS Store Championships. Like I say, we're not expecting the Bio-Lock awkwardness which everybody dislikes and has been moaning about online for the last few months. So this is actually a really interesting deck Simon's playing here. And it's going to catch a lot of people by surprise throughout the day. So Simon starts by just icing R&D and restoring something. Street Peddler there from David. So David probably smart enough to know that this is likely to be some kind of kill deck. So his best option is to look to score out whilst milling any of the combo pieces or kill cards out of Simon's deck. So get a global food there out of HQ and a Scheherazade. Install nothing off the pedestal, just going to leave that sat there. So breakers aren't going to be very important in this game. I think Simon's only running a very small number of ice. I think some Lotus Fields and possibly a Crick. So Simon just drawing up. Not going to be overly worried about filling his hand with cards because he's quite happy to pitch stuff as it's just going to increase the trash cost of any of his installed assets. Simon just mull over his next move. So reses the turtlebacks there. Installs a card, gaining a credit back. And then takes a credit for click 3. So pass the turn to David again. Medium dig on R&D is always a really tough choice to make against Jinteki. So there's an imp install from David. Yeah, medium obviously is a really nice way to get to multiple cards, but playing it against Jinteki does open yourself up to accessing a ton of traps. Simon running with 2 archive piles there because obviously his face down cards increase the trash cost of his installed cards. So just to make it a little clearer, they keep them in 2 separate piles. So Simon takes his mandate to draw, start the turn. So Simon would love a Jackson early just to really filter through cards, get archives full up with some shocks, maybe some Qs. So there's Mushin from Simon there. He's sorting a new card with 3 advanced tokens on. Puts a bit of pressure on David to just ask whether he thinks that's an advanceable trap or if it is an agenda. David draws 3 cards, installs an ASAP. Yeah. He's not going to face check that card, just going to leave it there. So Simon there. It's a tech start, we're just going to let him search. Yeah, search R&D for an asset to reveal the end of David's turn. Oh well. Start of Simon's turn technically. This will be a Jackson, I would have thought. No museum there, just to start cycling some cards. Simon, new server, and another new server. Take clicks for a credit, pass turn. So that motion could be a Ronin, or it's just an advanceable trap, which... Right, so David goes in, imps the museum, installs a Grimoire. Simon reses Chairman Hero, so David has to discard down. I think they're just trying to see if there's any way out of that combo. So you can have 3 cards in hand, which means Simon can Neural EMP and click 1. Advance what must be the Ronin there. So a bit of confusion there between the 2 players on what's happening with Chairman Hero. Simon hits the Neural EMP, and yeah, so there's the Ronin, which is going to kill him. So a really quick win there. Only, well, less than 6 minutes on the clock for the video here. Just really catching David by surprise there. It's always tough when a player puts out a Mushin. You can choose to check it, you can choose to ignore it. If you do ignore it, you run the risk, obviously, that it could just be a Ronin waiting for a later kill. The Chairman Hero Ronin combo, not something a lot of players, I think, are actually sort of thinking about or suspecting it could be out in play. So David maybe not really considering that was what could be coming there. So a nice win for Simon, and we're going to move on to game 2.